Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the 2024-25 Boys Basketball Class 2A Regional Site. We are at Logansport High School. Game one today will be a 4 o'clock start. It'll be the Eastern time. It'll be Class 2A, Manchester versus Tipton Blue Devils. That game is winding down right now, the pregame. Both teams are out on the floor taking shots at their leisure. And what a beautiful facility. You can see why they play regional competition here each and every year. And then some, boys, girls, and then some. We'll mention a little bit about the visiting team on the scoreboard. Visiting team on the scoreboard going to be the Tipton Blue Devils, 19-6. 19-6 on the season. We'll mention they've played 25 games. They have an 8-game win streak intact. They're 5-4 at home. They're 10-1 on the road. They're 4-1 on a neutral site. And we'll mention Hoosier East, where they belong. It's a 1-2 record there, third place. Also in their division in the East is the Western Panthers, the Hamilton Heights Huskies, and the Logansport Berries. We'll mention their Class 2A, Sectional 39. They came out of Sectional 39. There were 6 teams in that sectional. Of that sectional, it was the Tipton Blue Devils, LaPel, Frankton, Sheridan, Elwood, Taylor, and we'll mention in sectional 39, 5 of the teams had a double-digit win ratio on the season. We'll mention the Blue Devils still going. And we'll mention a little bit about Tipton High School. Tipton High School is in Tipton, Indiana. You can reach them by phone, 765-675-7431. They wear the collars blue and white. Their head coach is Clifford Hawkins, 107 wins, 42 losses in his sixth year. 6th year here at Tipton High School. Overall, 604 wins, 401 losses. 4 games ago, they were smiling with that 600th win. They have four consecutive sectional wins at Tipton High School. The athletic director is Corey Fernung. Corey Fernung, a basketball player in his own right, over 1,300 points in school. And we'll talk a little bit about the Manchester Squires. Manchester Squires, they're 22-2. They're in sectional 38 out of Class 2A at Manchester High School, located in North Manchester, Indiana. You can reach them by phone at 260-982-2196. Their head coach is Eli Henson. Eli Henson, school rep, in his 5th year, 80 wins, 35 losses overall, 189 wins, 139 losses. And he's in his 14th season right there at Manchester High School. We'll also mention he's a PE teacher and a health teacher. And we'll mention the athletic director right there at Manchester High School is Tyson Silveus. I believe that's proper. Not sure about the pronunciation. Tyson Silveus. And we'll also mention keeping education in front of athletics. Both games tonight, we'll mention they got in the door for $10. For $5, I mentioned, 5 years and under, the kids got in free. And second game tonight, not going to be covered by Put Me in Sports. It's going to start at 7 o'clock, Class 4A. That'll be game number 2. It'll be the Homestead Spartans versus the Carroll Cougars. That's out of Fort Wayne. And we'll also mention a little bit about Class 4A. Class 4A presently, the last poll taken, that poll was taken at the end of the season. Don't know the record currently, but at number 1 in the state of Indiana, primarily, it's the Fishers Tigers. When this poll was taken, they were 25-0. That's in each of the 3 categories. That'd be in the USA poll and the Associated Press and the coaches poll. They're number 1. So we're going to buzz the horn out right now. 3 minutes left. They're getting ready to have I believe they're going to play the fight songs for each school. I'm not quite sure. They gave me an itinerary. Both teams still taking some shots at both ends of the court. 2:42 left on the pregame. And we'll also mention Class 4A ball game tonight, 7 o'clock. 4A ball game. There'll be no game coverage for Put Me in Sports, but you can listen if you choose to. If you choose to, you can find that game on WKJG 1380, The Fan, WCYT, that's 91.1 FM, and Charger Sports Network. You can look that up. You can Google that. But that's the 7 o'clock games available if you want to check out the 4A game at Logansport. So both teams making their way over to the bench area. And I'm looking for a good game here tonight. I should say this afternoon. And I'm getting ready to mention the starting lineups, but first they'll have the anthem. Got some good festive music atmosphere as you walk in. Quieter music, soft music. And then during the pregame, you hear some Back in Black, AC/DC. They're playing some Pacer music right now. Say what? We'll go ahead and mention a little bit about the Indiana Pacers. They sponsor this event all across the state of Indiana, along with the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Pacers. They had a game last night. I take that back. That game's happening today. Last night they had a win, 112-100 versus Philadelphia. That was a 7 o'clock start at Wells Fargo Center. That puts them to 37-28 on the season. And tonight they got a ball game, 8 o'clock start. It's at the Forum in Preserve. I believe that's pronounced maybe correctly. They're at Milwaukee tonight. And then on Monday, they'll be at Minnesota. They're going against Minnesota Timberwolves. That'd be an 8 o'clock start. So the Pacers working well and sponsoring this event. And I'm all throughout the state of Indiana. This tournament began last week on March the 4th, and it will conclude on March 29th. So they're getting ready. Everybody's going to stand at attention, getting ready for the national anthem. Clock going to empty out. 3 seconds. Here we go. And then we'll stand at attention. Today's performance of our national anthem. So today, my local supervising figure, Justin said, "Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so strongly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the fair of the sky, o'er those ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets ran back of mercy in and through the night, that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. That's our national anthem. Logansport senior Justin Say. So again, ready for starting lineups. We'll do the same. First, we'll mention the non-starters for the visiting Tipton Blue Devils. Number 11, Owen Spidell. Number 12, Grayson McFalls. Number 20, Jaron Aller. Number 23, Quinn Toll. Number 32, Isaac Humrickhouse. Number 33, Zach Ridgway. Number 40, Jace Clark. And we'll mention the starting lineup for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils will start like this. He'll wear number 2. He's a 6'2" sophomore. He'll play a guard position. That's Peyton Aller. Wearing number 3, 6'6" senior. He'll play a guard position. That's Grady Carpenter. 21.6 points per game average, 8 rebounds per game, and 6.7 assists. Wearing number 4, 6'2" forward. He's a sophomore, Quinn Smith. Wearing number 5, 6'1" senior. He's a guard position wearer. I mentioned that's Sam Quigley. 10.3 points per game average, 1.6 rebounds. I take that back, 1.6 steals per ball game. And wearing number 21, 6'2" forward. He's a senior, Landon Spidell. We'll mention 6 players on the Blue Devils. All have played all 25 games. And now we'll mention the non-starters for the Manchester Squires. Squires will non-starters. Wearing number 1, Wyatt Schroll. Number 2, Wyatt Prater. Number 4, Nolan Hernandez. Number 10, Carson Heath. Number 20, Dallas Martin. Number 34, Nick Cave. And number 50, Carter Wagner. Now the starters for the Manchester Squires. Squires will start like this. Wearing number 3, 6' junior. He will be a guard position. That's Aaron Reed. Wearing number 5, 5'8" senior. He's a guard. Ethan Hendricks. Ethan Hendricks averaging 18 points per game. Wearing number 11, Gavin Benton. Gavin Benton, 6'6" forward. He's also a senior. We'll mention his average is 26.4 per ball game. Wearing number 24, Caleb Klein. I should say he's a 6'1" forward. He's a senior. That's Caleb Klein. And wearing number 33, he's a 6'1" forward. He's also a senior, Talon Torpy. He averages 9.1 points per game. The coaching staff for both teams, Tipton Blue Devils, head coach is Clifford Hawkins. He goes by Cliff. The assistant coaches are Randy Bagley and Alec Weddle. For the Manchester Squires, the head coach is Eli Henson. The assistants are Jason Dorman and Dave Henson. So they're mentioning the starting lineups right there. Blue Devils just getting introduced. And I'm not saying take that back. Blue Devils are going to be the home team. Home team on the scoreboard. They're going to wear white. And the Manchester Squires are going to wear the black uniforms. White numerals. Blue Devils, white uniforms, blue numerals. They're going to jump it up. They're going to knuckle it up at midcourt there. It's going to be number 3, Grady Carpenter at 6'6", going against Manchester Squire, number 11. Gavin Benton, he's 6'6" also. So they're waiting to toss it up. 8 minutes on the fourth quarter clock. I should say the first quarter clock. Here comes the toss. Toss is tipped to the backcourt. Ended up in the hands of Manchester. Comes back the other way. Picked up there by the center. Back in the front court on the dribble. First possession of the ball game. Baseline. They'll bounce it back out. On the move is Aaron Reed. Out top, going to dribble in. That senior ball's loose. Going to be picked up by by Peyton Aller, going the other direction, Blue Devils. They're working left side behind the arc. Quinn Smith in the paint. They'll float one up. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Manchester. Going to slow the pace up just a little bit. He'll pick up the trot across the mid 10-second line. Aaron Reed back out top. Ethan Hendricks back out top. They'll work it down low. They'll kick it back outside the edge 3-point area. They'll work it back inside. Gavin Benton. Benton, right elbow, trying to get rid of it, being guarded heavily there by Grady Carpenter. He'll drive right side off the glass. Credit the bucket. Manchester 33, Talon Torpy. 2-0 contest. 1 minute has gone by. Crossing the timeline on the dribble. In the front court, Sam Quigley. Crossover dribble. He'll work in the left side. Behind the arc, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to dribble in. Right elbow. Get rid of it. Outside to Quigley. Quigley short shot. Wouldn't go. Off the hand. Saving the basketball was Landon Spidell into the hands of Manchester 24, Caleb Klein. Going back the other direction. Reverse layup. Credit the bucket. Manchester. Ethan Hendricks. Going to bring it to the timeline. Work mild pressure in the backcourt. Crossing the timeline is Peyton Aller. Guarding him, 33, Talon Torpy. We're working back outside. Grady Carpenter, triple threat available, back pedal dribble. Through the legs, he'll dribble around outside the arc. He'll dribble in, right elbow. Shot on the mark, wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Number 11, Gavin Benton. Back the other direction, outside the arc. 3-point shot in the air, good. Credit the bucket. That's number 5, Ethan Hendricks. It's going to be a timeout call. Timeout. Blue Devils. Going to be a 30-second timeout. 6:01 left here in the quarter. And we'll mention this ball game is being brought to you by Michelle Garment. Michelle Garment. For comprehensive coverage of Tipton County sports, check out the Tipton County Tribune. The print edition is published every Wednesday, but one does not have to wait until Wednesday for sports stories, as well as other stories, including breaking content, is available online at TiptonCountyTribune.com. So back out on the floor, Blue Devils are going to bring it in from the backcourt. It's going to be brought in by Peyton Aller. They're going to guard full court. 4 in the backcourt. You're going to roll the pass in, see him Quigley. Quigley works it in. On the dribble, he'll cross the timeline. He'll spin move out top of the circle. He'll work in. He'll go off the glass. Try to. He'll absorb a foul. He'll shoot 2 from in the paint. He'll first foul of the ball game. It's going to be whistle on Manchester. He'll whistle this foul on 33, Talon Torpy. He has 1. At the foul stripe, Sam Quigley. Quigley's first shot rims off long. Wouldn't go. He'll get 1 more. 5:51 left here in the first quarter. He'll give 1 more. 7-0 contest. Squires in front. Now 7-1. 7-1 contest. Quigley gets a back end of a 2-shot foul. We're going to work it to the timeline. Blue Devils going to supply pressure in the backcourt too. Going to bounce pass out of it to the front court. Working back in, they're working down low. Couldn't get the bucket go. Rebound, putback is good. That initial shot was taken by 24, Caleb Klein. The putback was made, and he'll shoot 1 by number 11, Gavin Benton. And 1 moment. Okay. The ball's going to be brought in from backcourt. It's going to belong to the Blue Devils. Peyton Aller going to inbound the basketball. Side court, he'll bounce it in. Sam Quigley. Quigley on the dribble. Going to bring it to the timeline. Crossing the timeline. We're going to center the circle right there. We're going to back out. Peyton Aller. Aller on the dribble. Works to the left side, Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith going to dribble it out top of the circle. He'll bounce it in. Grady Carpenter. He'll bring it out. He'll pick up a double team. Grady Carpenter going to jump pass out of it. They go off the glass. Credit the bucket. Landon Spidell. Landon Spidell for 2. The 10-3 contest. Squires by 7. Outside the arc. Going to bounce it down low. Working the basketball. Number 11. Gavin Benton. They're working back out top. Move the basketball around the perimeter. And work it out on the left side. Straight away. Going to call out some directions. That was 5, Ethan Hendricks. They're working through the corner. They get it back out outside the arc. That's Aaron Reed. So we're back here in baseline. Baseline, we're working into Reed. Reed going to turn around, going to pass it back out outside the arc. They're working back around, touching the hands briefly of Torpy outside the arc. Shot taken there, wouldn't go. That was Aaron Reed. Reed for the miss. Rebound, Blue Devils to the front court. Shot left of center, wouldn't go outside the arc. Grady Carpenter. Rebound the other way. Rebound comes out of there. We're working to the corner. We're working back around. It's 33 Torpy. We're working down low. Down low off the glass. Credit the bucket. 11. Benton. That was Gavin Benton. Timeout called. Timeout called. 4:04 left here in the first quarter. 12-3 ball game. Going to be a 30-second timeout. And we do thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. For a financial partner that's as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. Join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares. Branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. Going to bring a ball in from the backcourt. It's going to be brought in baseline to baseline. Blue Devils going to bring it in. Okay, crossing the timeline, seeing Quigley. Outside on the dribble. Grady Carpenter to the corner. Quigley, three-point shot, rims off. Rebound in the ballgame now is Grayson McFalls for the Blue Devils. He gets the rebound in the opposite corner. Gives it back to Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble to pick up the dribble. Right elbow, left elbow extended to get it back out. Peyton Aller going to get it to Sam Quigley. 3:32 on the game clock. 12-3 contest. Squires in front. In the front court with the basketball. Grady Carpenter. Hesitation move. He'll get the ball back. He'll backpedal dribble. Being guarded there by 5. Hendricks. They're going to dribble in. They go off the glass. Shot is good. Sam Quigley in the paint. 2-point bucket. It's 12-5. 3:07 on the game clock. First quarter. First game here today at Logansport. Out top of the basketball. They're moving around the perimeter. Number 2, Wyatt Prater. They're working back out top of the circle. Thought about a shot. Defense converges. That's Landon Spidell. Out top of the dribble in. Left elbow. They're moving around the perimeter. Out top, 3-point shot in the air. Long off the rim. That was 33. Talon Torpy. Rebound Blue Devils. Sam Quigley pushes it up ahead on the chest pass. Across the timeline. That's Peyton Aller out top. Working to the left side behind the arc. Grady Carpenter. Triple threat available. He'll dribble slowly. Right side. They're working inside. Peyton Aller to the corner. Sam Quigley going to dribble in the paint. Takes a shot. Goes back left side. Peyton Aller back to Quigley outside the arc. Out top. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter spin move. Left elbow. Shot in the air. Brilliant. Threat the bucket. Carpenter. 2:08 left. It's 12-7. Squires by 5 in the front court. Being guarded deep in the front court by Peyton Aller on the dribble. That's Hendricks. So they'll go to the corner with it. 3-point shot rims out. Rebound tracked down. It was tracked down by 20. Dallas Martin. Dallas Martin in the ball game. Will be a block shot. Down low. Trying to get the shot. Grayson McFalls blocks the shot of number 11, Gavin Benton. They'll go left side on the dribble. To the corner. 3-point shot in the air. At the bucket. Sam Quigley. 12-3 contest. 12-10 contest after the 3-point shot by Quigley. 1:28 on the game clock. Going to slow it up in the front court. Going to bounce it right side behind the arc. That's Wyatt Prater. Being guarded there by Sam Quigley. Working around the perimeter left side with the basketball. Crossover dribble. Going to work in. Go baseline drive and go down low. First shot wouldn't go. Got his own rebound. Rebound put back wouldn't go. Both those shots taken by 20. Dallas. That's Dallas Martin. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to have some substitutions in the ball game. Subs in the ball game for Manchester. Going to be number 24, Caleb Klein. And returning starters back in the game also is 3, Aaron Reed. They'll rain it from the baseline in the paint. Outside the paint, defense converges. Couldn't get a shot away. That was Gavin Benton. That got top. Benton gets the ball back. They're working left side. Tip it back outside and move the basketball. They're working back to Benton. Baseline. They're working down low. Going to be covered up in a hurry to go to the corner with it. 3-point shot. Good. Credit to bucket. Manchester Squire, number 33. Talon Torpin. 15-10 contest. 42 seconds left. Going to work it across the timeline. Slow up the dribble. Sam Quigley. Right side, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the slow dribble. He'll dribble once. Go to the corner with it. Sam Quigley to pick up double team. So work it down low. Landon Spidell. Spidell try to get a chest pass to Sam Quigley. It's tipped. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Manchester. 33 Torpy. Going to bring it in. In the front court, 25 seconds left on the dribble. Near the logo head, that's the Barry. Barry logo head for Logansport. We're going to back out. Go opposite side to get it to Peyton Aller. Back out top. Sam Quigley being guarded there closely by Aaron Reed. They're working left side. Grady Carpenter behind the arc, picks up a double team. Jump pass out of there. Tries to get a cross-court pass to Peyton Aller. Goes out of bounds. Going to stay in the front court with Tipton. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Squires. Turnaround jumper. Shot off the mark. Wouldn't go. Turnaround jumper. 3-point shot. Wouldn't go for Grady Carpenter. Ball ends up out of bounds, and that's going to be a foul whistle on the Blue Devils. Trying to come up with a rebound right there. It was Grayson McFalls. 3.1 left here in the first quarter. 15-10. Manchester by 5. 2 seconds. 1 second. Shot at the buzzer. Going to be a foul whistle. They're going to call traveling violation prior to the shot. Just across mid-court there. Left-handed shot. I believe that was 11. Gavin Benton. So they're going to talk this over. They're going to have a conversation, the officials. And they're going to stay with that call, and they're going to bring the ball in. 0.1 second left here in the quarter. In front of the scores bench. Right side. You're going to be brought in by Grady Carpenter, and that's going to complete the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, Manchester Squires 15. Tipton Blue Devils 10. 8 minutes on the game clock. Second quarter coming up. We'll also mention tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton, next to the Diana Theater at 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone by dialing 765-675-9720. Again, 765-675-9720. Hope Jewelers, they're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 9:30 to 2. That's Hope Jewelers in Tipton. 8 minutes on the game clock. Playing some nice music. Put your windows down. 15-10 contest. Blue Devils out of their huddle. Manchester Squires inside their own side court. Brought in alternate possession arrow. Peyton Aller gets it in to Sam Quigley. So walks across the timeline. Works it back right side, Peyton Aller. Left side, Sam Quigley. Quigley with the basketball. Going to tip it right side. Grady Carpenter. Outside the arc. Short off the mark. And it was Peyton Aller. Tracking down the rebound with Sam Quigley. We're going to call a charging foul. We're going to say he had his feet set. Not much of a lower of the elbow. Shoulder. We're going to whistle this foul on Sam Quigley. Quigley picks up his first foul in the ball game. That's the first foul here in the fourth quarter for the Blue Devils. Ball's going to be brought in side court in front of the Squires bench. Crossing the timeline with the basketball. Number 3, Aaron Reed. So working back out top on the dribble, Ethan Hendricks. So working down low off the glass. 2-point bucket good. 33, Talon Torpy. We're going to bring it from the backcourt Blue Devils to the front court Walking across the timeline, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter works it to the corner, Sam Quigley. Quigley going to dribble inside the arc. He'll bring it back out, top of the circle. He'll pick up the pass, and they'll work it down low. They'll get it. Grady Carpenter go down low. Grayson McFalls couldn't get the shot to go. Back on the rebound, put back. Peyton Aller. Shot wouldn't go. That was in the paint, going back the other direction on the dribble. In the paint, going off the glass. 2-point shot wouldn't go. Rebound tipped by Grayson McFalls. Finally picked up by Sam Quigley. To the front court. With the basketball, Grady Carpenter. Works to the left side behind the arc to go to the corner with it. 3-point shot off the mark, wouldn't go. Shot taken by Peyton Aller. They're working through the front court. Squires on the dribble outside the arc. They're working to the corner. Going to dribble in, baseline, kick it back out. Shot in the air, short off the mark. Shot taken there by number 5, Ethan Hendricks. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Squires. They're going to bring it in from the backcourt. It's going to be brought in by Quinn Smith. Smith, first they're going to have a substitution in the ball game for the Squires. It's going to be number 50, Carter Wagner, 6'3" forward. He's a senior. They're going to bring the ball in. Quinn Smith from the backcourt. Grady Carpenter, full court pressure. The dribble, he'll pass near the timeline. Sam Quigley, cross-court pass. Peyton Aller. Now back to Grady. Grady going to work at the left side. Ball's tipped away. Tipped away, trying to get to Grayson McFalls. Going back the other direction to go off the ground. 2-point bucket. Shot made off the glass. 19-10 ball game. 7 to be a 9-point advantage for the Squires. So we cross-court pass in the front court, Blue Devils. Grady Carpenter outside the arc. 3-point shot off the mark with Sam Quigley. Left up center, back the other direction. In the paint, going to go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. He'll shoot 2. Going in for the shot there was 11, Gavin Benton. Benton's going to shoot 2. They're going to whistle this foul on the Blue Devils. It's going to be whistled on Grady Carpenter, number 3. He has 1. At the foul line, number 11, Gavin Benton. First shot, rims out, wouldn't go. Get some encouragement there on the lane. And he'll shoot 1 more. Right there on the lane, 33, Talon Torpy. Shot off the mark, wouldn't go. Rebound, Sam Quigley. Quigley going to walk it to the timeline. Going to call out some directions. You'll bring it out center court. They work the left side. Behind the arc there is Peyton Aller on the dribble. Peyton Aller going to absorb a foul. They're going to whistle a foul on Squires. So foul's going to be whistled on Aaron Reed. Aaron Reed going to pick up his second foul in the ballgame. Outside the arc, Quinn Smith. They go to Grayson McFalls down low. They get to Grady. Grady Carpenter. Offensive foul. They're going to say in the paint, going to whistle a foul on Grady Carpenter. 5:26 left here in the second quarter. 19-10. Squires by 9. Going to walk it to the timeline. Number 5, that's Ethan Hendricks. Outside. They'll bounce it. The right side. Torpy going to dribble around. Work it out to the free throw line. He'll get rid of the basketball. Quinn Smith going to switch off. Go to the right corner. Picking the basketball. Reed going to go out top. Looking for a screen. He's going to go working baseline. Near the baseline. That was Gavin Benton. Cut off in a hurry by Grady Carpenter. They're working outside on the dribble. Free throw line. 2-point shot. Good. Not a 14-footer. That was number 5, Ethan Hendricks. 4:46 left here in the second quarter. It's going to be a full 60-second timeout. Manchester Squires 21, Tipton Blue Devils 10. And again, we do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention tonight's ballgame is in part being brought to you by Jim Dandy Restaurant. Jim Dandy Restaurant. At Jim Dandy Restaurant, you'll not only enjoy an incredible dining experience, and the Jim Dandy menu simply speaks for itself. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, hot soups, fresh fruits, with a fully loaded salad bar. And Jim Dandy Restaurants, we'll mention, continues to support Tipton County sports. That's Tipton Blue Devil basketball and Tipton Blue Devil athletics since prior to opening In 1964, Jim Dandy Restaurant. Good food, good friends, good times. Open 7 days. Tipton, Jim Dandy Restaurant. And even though Tipton High School was being constructed in the early 60s. We thank you, Jim Dandy Restaurant. First buzzer, 4:45 on the game clock. Second buzzer sounds. We're going to inbound the basketball. It's going to be brought in front of the Blue Devil bench. Peyton Aller. We're going to trigger the inbound. Uncontested to bring the ball to timeline is Sam Quigley. 4:42, clock moving, crossing the timeline at a walk pace. They work the left side, Peyton Aller. Back out, Quinn Smith out top, they work it in. Turnaround jumper, Grady Carpenter for 2. Just right elbow. 21-12. 9-point advantage for the Squires. 4:24 left in the front court with the basketball. Out top, Wyatt Prater. Prater picks up the basketball, works it right side. They'll bring it back out. They'll give Ethan Hendricks a dribble out top, working it back and forth there. That was Torp. They'll work it down low in the paint. Turn around, hesitation jump there. Going to get Grayson McFalls off his steam. He'll get the bucket in the paint. 2-point bucket, number 11. Gavin Bett. 3:56 left here in the second quarter. 23-12. 11-point advantage for the Squires. Working around the front court, James Quigley. Works the right side. Quinn Smith back to Peyton Aller. Left side, Sam Quigley back to Peyton Aller. Outside the arc, triple threat. He'll dribble left. Pass it outside. Carpenter. They'll work it down low. Ball's tipped. They try to get it down low to Grayson McFalls. Ball's tipped by the Squires. Goes out of bounds. Grayson McFalls going to take a breather back in the ballgame for the Blue Devils. It's 21, Landon Spidell. 3:34 left and be brought in. Side court, Grady Carpenter in front of the Squires bench. Works it out. Sam Quigley out top. Right side, Peyton Aller. Aller passes to the left side to go around the perimeter. Sam Quigley. Long bounce pass out top. Quinn Smith. They'll work it to Grady Carpenter. They'll pick up a double team. They'll relax, and he dribbles it back out top, outside the circle. They'll work it left side. We're going to back around. Quigley. Quigley short off the mark. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Gavin Benton going back the other direction. The Squires. They go outside the arc. Going to be a traveling violation. Didn't quite get the ball on the floor prior to that first half step. Going to give the ball back to Tipton. 3:04 left here in the quarter. Second quarter, 23-12. Brought in, backwards, Quigley. That crossing the timeline with the basketball. Slow it up in the front court. Peyton Aller, they're working left side, Quinn Smith. We're a cross-court pass. Sam Quigley. One dribble, he'll bring it back out top. Quinn Smith, left side, Peyton Aller. Aller going to dribble it back out. Moving the ball back and forth inside the arc, Grady Carpenter. They're working down low. Ball's going to go off the fingertips of Quigley. Going to go out of bounds in the front court. We're going to give the ball back to the Squires. They'll bring it from the back court. 2:38 on the game play. Dribble to the front court. We're going to back around. Ethan Hendricks works it back around. They go alley-oop pass in the paint. Couldn't get the handle. Ball's finally picked up by the Squires. Wyatt Prater. Outside the arc, they go right side. Left side, actually. They're working back outside. They'll reset the offense. Out top is number 5, Ethan Hendricks. Going to be a kick. Good feet there, playing defense. Peyton Aller. They're going to bring the ball into the backcourt. We're going to see back in the ball game. We're going to see Grayson McFalls. So McFalls back in the ball game. They're going to try to enter the basketball in the front court. They'll go slightly to the backcourt. Crossing timeline, Manchester Squire. Ethan Hendricks still with the right side. Outside the arc, 3-point shot, good. Manchester Squire 33, Talon Torpy. Going to be a timeout call. Timeout in the front court. Going to be called by the Blue Devils. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. 26-12. Squires by 14. We'll also mention today's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Discount Copies. Discount Copies, conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana, 46062, just behind Pizza Hut in next to Bowl 32 along State Road 32. Discount copies. They provide FedEx services. You can reach them by dialing 317-773-8783. Discount copies 96@gmail.com. So they inbound the basketball. Going to belong to the Blue Devils. They'll bring it from the backcourt. Uncontested can be brought in by Quigley. Going to get the ball in, Peyton Aller. 1:56 on the game clock. Crossing the timeline, Peyton Aller. He'll dribble, go left side behind the arc. Get it to Quigley, work it inside, Grady Carpenter. Work it down low, Grayson McFalls. Jump shot going to be blocked. Right there, that was 11. Gavin Benton back the other direction. Going to be a foul whistle at the baseline. Trying to cut off the pass, or cut off the path of number 5, Ethan Hendricks. Foul's going to be whistled on 21, Spidell. He'll pick up his second foul in the ballgame. They'll bring it in from the baseline. Ride the bucket, going to work the ball back around. Benton with the ball out top of the circle. 1:34 on the game clock. Second quarter, outside the arc. Going to dribble around now. That's 2, Wyatt Prater. Going to dribble into paint. Going to go reverse leg and with layup with some English on it. Shot wouldn't go. That was 5. Ethan Hendricks back the other direction. And a long pass at half court. Going to go out of bounds. Going to belong to the Berries. 1:20 on the game clock. 26-12. Squires in front. Going to working the timeline there. Bringing across the timeline. On the dribble is Hendricks. Working against him. Peyton Aller. They're going to go baseline. Go opposite corner, bring the ball back around out top. Working back out top. It's Benton with the basketball. Guarding him is Grayson McFalls. They'll go to the corner with it. 3-point shot, rims out. Shot taken there by 24, Caleb Klein. Rebound Tipton. Crossing the timeline on the dribble. Grady Carpenter. Works the right side. Peyton Aller out top. Sam Quigley. Quigley out top. Bounce pass back to Aller. They'll go to the corner with it. 3-point shot, long off the rim. Shot wouldn't go. Up to Grady Carpenter. They're going to whistle a foul during the rebound. Grayson McFall's trying to get the board there. They're going to whistle this foul on Manchester. 24, Caleb Klein. Substitution back in the ballgame for Tipton. Number 4, Quinn Smith. Taking a breather is 21, Landon Spidell. Back in the ballgame for Manchester is number 50, Carter Wagner. Taking a breather is 24, Caleb Klein. Going to be brought in, ride the bucket on the baseline. Carpenter gets to the opposite corner. Sam Quigley. He'll dribble in front of the arc. They'll work it back around. Out top, Quinn Smith. Works the right side back to Quigley. Triple threat available. He'll pass it in. Grady Carpenter. 3-point shot. Rims off. And they're going to whistle a holding foul during the rebound. They're going to whistle this on the Squires. 25.2 left here in the second quarter. It's going to be brought in and ride the bucket on the baseline. They're going to whistle this foul. Manchester 24. Caleb Klein, he has 1. Ride the bucket on the baseline. Going to be brought in. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter looking to get it in. Out behind the arc, he will. 24 seconds left. Right corner baseline. Shot going to go just off the mark. 3-point shot taken by Grady Carpenter. Carpenter trying to find his shot in a hurry. They've got hands in the face. Working it back out top. Benton. Benton out top of the basketball. Going to work it back 5. That's Ethan Hendricks. Working out top, Peyton Aller. Spin move and going to get the ball back. Take a shot off the glass. Shot hangs on the rim and falls off. Wouldn't go. That'll take us to the completion of the first half after 2 quarters of play. It's going to be the Manchester Squires 26, the Tipton Blue Devils 12, and we'll go to halftime. 9:54 on the game clock. And we do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Auto Parts. That's CarQuest Auto Parts. At Dean's Auto Parts, you'll find in-store access to a myriad of auto parts. CarQuest brand auto parts. The guys and gal inside the store will help you to locate CarQuest products to best fit your need. That's Dean's Auto Parts, south edge of Cicero. You can call them or email. You can email them at Dean's Auto Parts, LLC at gmail.com. Again, that's Dean's Auto Parts, llc@gmail.com, or dial in by phone at 317-984-4931. That's Dean's Auto Parts at 1110 South Peru Street in Cicero. So working the basketball right now. 8:48 on the intermission. And I've got some halftime stats here that I will also mention. Tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. Call Rutledge Well Drilling at 765-292-2315 or visit them on their website at rutledgewelldrilling.com. Atlanta, Indiana. Licensed, insured, honest, dependable, and always professional. It's Nathan. That's Mike Nathan and Levi Rutledge, Rutledge Well Drilling. So we'll also mention this ball game is in parts being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. And we mentioned that. We'll also mention Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals, south edge of Noblesville, Indiana, 1708 South 8th Street. Simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, that number is 317-773-4800. Up to 26-foot box trucks available, and a truck with a Tommy lift can sure come in handy. Indiana Express Rentals. Hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Penske Truck Rentals. The name Penske alone takes any possible concerns away from any travel. And we do thank you for tuning in, and we'll mention they got basketballs out on center court. Getting ready for second half. 6:34 on the intermission clock. Right down there on the premises, right there on the side court, is Noah Humrickhouse. Noah Humrickhouse got the camera in hand right there. He's got a pretty sophisticated camera, and that camera actually takes videos. You might think you're taking camera photos. And Noah Humrickhouse works well for the Blue Devils. He puts videos together, and he's pretty good at it. And we'll also mention today's ball game is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto, LLC. AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia. And we'll mention whether it's a routine oil change or the need for the expertise of an experienced AGM technician. AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. And the second type of service offered there at AGM Auto is classic car and truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn covered up with a tarp, AGM has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty with each and every restoration project they begin. You can contact AGM Auto at 317-984-5283. Again, that number is 317-984-5283. AGM Auto, west of Arcadia. Just under 5 minutes left here in the intermission. And we'll also mention today's ball game is in part being brought to you by The Shack. Hey, Blue Devil fans, looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Swing by The Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. They've got something for every team member. Whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle a Shack stack with single, double, or triple burger patties. And that's not all. They've got your game day staples. We'll mention. You get that cold beers, refreshing cocktails. They've got loaded spiral potatoes. Bring your game face, bring your appetite, and bring your friends. for a winning experience at the Shack, located at 311 East Jefferson Street in Tipton. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date on specials and events. See you at the Shack. 3:52 on the game clock. We'll mention the Squires are out on the surface, taking some shots. Blue Devils still in the locker room. And again, this game is being sponsored by the Indiana Pacers and the Indiana Fever. Boys appreciate it. We are at Logansport High School. Logansport High School, home of the Berries. We are at the Berry Bowl. Logansport, and that Berry logo. Talking with a gentleman before the ball game. Actually, one of the ushers, very kind gentleman, just offered some hospitality here. But I will also mention, he says 1926, something like that. Nobody really knows. But they say 1926 when the logo was developed and put as their logo. So they're working the 3-minute horn sounds. Now, they got some young men down there on the bleachers doing some motions right there with a YMCA song. You can hear it. So YMCA. They're working it from right there. 32 when I'm say what back? YMCA. The YMCA. And here come the Blue Devils. Blue Devils going to walk out of their locker room. 2:18 and pick up a basketball at center court. Work right there. And so get some warm-up shots. Work it back around. And we'll mention tonight's ball game is today's ball game, also in parts being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. When you're thinking of residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 20-plus years of experience to help you begin that process. Real estate agent and a real estate broker. That's Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear. You can reach her by phone at 317-513-4086. Again, that's 317-513-4086. So both teams at their bench area, 107. And the 1-minute buzzer. Blue Devils and Squires. Basketball on a Friday. Regional competition. As mentioned, Blue Devils, four consecutive sectional titles. Blue Devils going to knuckle it up, trying to put the ball in play here in a moment. I will say they're working from experience right there. They're going to inbound the basketball, alternate possession arrow. Ball's going to be brought in by the Squires. It's going to be brought in, 33. Torpy, that's Talon Torpy. Going to be guard on the inbounds. Quigley, they'll pass to the front court. Give it back to ball handler with one guard, number 5, Ethan Hendricks. The worker right side being guarded by Aller. The worker down low to Benton. Benton's picked up. He'll pass out top of the circle. They're working back around on the basketball right there is Benton. He'll get it back out top. He'll pick up the basketball, guarded there by Grady Carpenter. First shot off the mark. Out top, shot taken there by 24, Caleb Klein. Back the other direction, Grady Carpenter. He'll float one in. Float one in off the mark, wouldn't go. Heavily contested, back the other direction. Working the basketball, Klein. They're working out top to Benton. Benton picks the ball up at the right elbow. They're working back around, hesitation, dribble, shot up off the mark. Benton's going to board the basketball. He'll try to save the basketball. He'll bounce it off the leg of a Blue Devil. Let it go out of bounds. It'll stay in the front court with the Squires. 7:16 left here in the third quarter. 26-12. Squires in front, going to be brought in right of the bucket on the baseline. Looking to get it in. That's Torpy. Torpy looking, he'll pass it out top to Benton. Number 11, Gavin Benton, he'll give the ball back out top. Point guard, that's Hendricks. Hendricks, back pedal dribble, guarding him is Peyton Aller. Works to the left side. Benton going to dribble in. Jump stop. He'll work it out top. Couldn't get the shot away. They give it back. Ball in the hands of Torpy. He'll work it back around out top. Outside hesitation dribble. Free throw line. He'll kick it back out. Behind the arc with the basketball. Aaron Reed. Out top to Benton. 6'6" Benton guarding. 6'6" Grady Carpenter. They'll work it down low. They'll go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. They try alley-oop, and it wouldn't go. It's going to be a foul whistle. Shot wouldn't go, but he'll shoot 2. So that foul's whistle on the Blue Devils. Number 5, Sam Quigley, has 2 fouls here in the contest. 6:43, Benton at the foul stripe. First shot, rims around, fell off. He'll get one more. He'll get some encouragement there on the lane. Looking right there, 33, Torpy. And 24, Klein. We shoot one more. Second shot, brings around off the backboard and falls in. 27-12, 15-point advantage for the Squires. Blue Devils to the front court. Across the timeline, he'll work it out top, works it right side. Quinn Smith back to Peyton Aller, now back to Sam Quigley. Quigley out top, you'll get it back to Smith. Back to Quigley. Quigley gonna work it down low. Grady Carpenter baseline, they go off the glass. 2-point bucket, good. Carpenter for 2. 27-14. Long pass to the front court. Lost the handle. Going to be trying to get the ball back. Going to be a traveling violation. Right corner baseline. Going to bring the ball in from side court. Back in the ball game for the Squires. Number 50, Carter Wagner. Tossed in, backcourt, Quigley. Going to dribble it to the timeline at a walk pace. Work. Pass left side, Peyton Aller. Back out top, Quinn Smith. Right side to Quigley. Quigley, triple threat available. He'll dribble left. They'll work it back around out top. They'll work it to Peyton Aller. They'll work it to the corner, to the baseline. Landon Spidell back to Grady Carpenter. Carpenter's trying to throw a pass into Quigley. Going to be tipped away, going back the other direction. 2-point shot, good. 11. Gavin Benton. 29-14. Blue Devils in the front court. Out top of the basketball, Peyton Aller. Out top, working it back around. Quinn Smith, cross-court skip pass. Aller's going to take a shot. Going to be blocked there by Benton. Back the other direction. Going to go baseline. Going to go out of play. Going baseline there, blocked shot. Grady Carpenter, shot taken by number 5, Ethan Hendricks. Ball's going to be brought in right at the baseline. It's going to be brought in by the Squires. And it's going to be brought in by number 50, Carter Wagner. Right at the baseline, their own side of the court. They're working back in. They go off the glass. 2-point bucket, good. Squires, 33. Talon Torpy. They'll bring it to the front court. Going to bring it to the front court. Blue Devils. Sam Quigley, they'll go to the opposite corner. Quinn Smith, skip pass. Peyton Aller back out top. Sam Quigley. Back to Quinn Smith. Pass over the defense. Tall pass back to Smith. Smith's going to take a 3-point shot. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound controlled by the Squires. 33, Talon Torpy. Back the other direction. Ball's going to be saved from going out of bounds by Quigley. Losing the handle at the baseline was number 5, Manchester Hendricks. They go to the front court. 3-point shot. Quigley rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Gavin Benton. He'll dribble it to the timeline. 6'6". We're going to get him. He'll dribble in and go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. Looks like Grady Carpenter might have had a charging foul as he absorbed. They go back the other direction. And so credit the bucket for the Squires. 33-14. Out top of the basketball. You're going to bounce it in. Down low on the baseline. Landon Spidell. Spidell gets the bucket. And he'll shoot one. 33-16. Spidell's going to shoot one. 4:07 left here in the quarter. First shot on the way, rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound tracked down the corner by Manchester, Ethan Hendricks. Back the other direction, Gavin Benton on the dribble, out top of the circle, left side. Stationary dribble, working it out top. That's 3, Aaron Reed. Aaron Reed, working around the perimeter. Then working down low to Benton. Then working in the paint. Gonna take a shot, left-handed. Scoop shot, left side of the glass. 2-point bucket, good. 33, Talon Torpy to the front court. 3:38 on the game clock. 35-16. Squires in front. Outside the arc, 3-point shot, good. Credit the bucket. Peyton Aller. Aller for 3. 35-19 in the front court. Full court pressure right there to the front court. Going to be a foul whistle in the front court on the Blue Devils. And they're going to whistle this foul on number 5, Sam Quigley. Quigley's going to pick up his 3rd foul in the ballgame. Back in the ballgame for the Blue Devils is number 12, Grayson McFalls. Taking a breather for the Blue Devils is Landon Spidell. Going to be brought in the front court. The pass to the back court. Crossing the timeline is number 5, Ethan Hendricks. He'll work it left side, guarding him foot for foot. Right there is Peyton Aller. Out top, picking up a screen from Benton. They'll hand the ball off. Now Benton back out top, guarding the basketball. Right there is Grady Carpenter. We're working left side, free throw line. Shot good. Jump shot. Number 5, Ethan Hendricks. Will be a full 60-second timeout call. 3:01 left here in the 3rd quarter. Manchester 37, Tipton Blue Devils 19. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you in part by Noblesville Trophies. You can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in, if only to browse around. 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Trophies, awards, plaques, and more. Fast turnaround, prices are low. Prices are so low you may want to be a repeat customer. It's Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach them by phone at 317-773-7391. Again, that's 317-773-7391. Or online at NoblesvilleTrophies.com. So they're playing the jump around music right here at Logan Sport. The Spirit section, those Spirit sections here at the ball game today. 3:01 left here in the 3rd quarter. Ball's going to be brought in backcourt by the Blue Devils. It's going to be tossed in, Sam Quigley. And trotting it to the timeline is Peyton Aller. They'll work it left side, Quigley. Out top of the basketball, the bounce it right side, Quigley. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith going to throw a tall pass out of the reach of Grayson McFalls. They're going to inbound the basketball from the backcourt. Going to bring it to the timeline. It's number 5, Ethan Hendricks. On the dribble, the bounce it right side. In the ball game is Wyatt Prater. They're working down low off the glass. 2-point bucket. Manchester 11, Gavin Benton. Back in the front court with the basketball. We're going to right side. Peyton Aller. 3-point shot. There's going to be an alley-oop pass like it could have been. And then picking up the ball there was Grayson McFalls. Grayson McFalls going to get whistled for the foul there. He'll pick up his 2nd foul here in the contest. In the ball game for the Blue Devils is number 23, Quinn Toll. Quinn Toll in the ball game, 6'1" freshman. And taking a breather, it's Quinn Smith to the front court. When we pass to the front court, goes tipped out of bounds. Defense good by Peyton Aller. Outside the arc, should say outside the side court, the front court, and he tossed in. 33, Talon Torpy. We're tossing in the backcourt slightly. Wyatt Prater. Even though we're back to the point guard. Hendricks, out top guarding the basketball. See him Quigley. Working it back and forth. Right there, the logo head, working it back around. Go to the corner with it. Going to go baseline drive, cut off by Toll. He'll pass it back out. That's 5. Ethan Hendricks out top of the basketball, picks it up out top, lost his dribble. Wyatt Prater. Working it back in the front court. Out top on the dribble, Ethan Hendricks. And they'll work the ball back around. Hendricks back with the basketball. He'll dribble in and go outside. Benton, left side, he'll dish it down low. Couldn't handle a pass, and it can be intercepted, stolen by Toll. Quinn Toll will work it back outside. 3-point shot, long off the rim. Grady Carpenter rebound. Grayson McFalls. McFalls going to absorb a foul. He'll go to foul stripe. Went up for the shot. He'll shoot 2. And that foul's going to be whistled on the Squires. Fouls whistled on number 20, Dallas Martin. Martin has 1 in the ball game. Dallas Martin. He's a junior, 6'5", forward. Free throw line, first shot good. Grayson McFalls. Checking back in the ball game for the Squires is going to be number 24, Caleb Klein. Taking a breather is 20, Dallas Martin. 1 more shot at the foul stripe. Grayson McFalls. Second shot also good. 39-21. Squires by 18. 1:20 left here in the third quarter. Ball from the front court. Benton, they're going to work it down low. Short off the glass. Left-handed scoop shot. Wouldn't go for Gavin Benton. Rebound, Tipton. Grady Carpenter to the front court. On the dribble. Back pedal dribble. He'll pick up the dribble. Work it left side. Peyton Aller. They go to the corner with it. Sam Quigley. Quigley picks up the dribble. All tipped out of bounds. Going to say it was last touch by Manchester, 33. Talon Torpy. Going to bring it in from side court. Sam Quigley going to toss the ball in. He'll bring it in. Peyton Aller. Aller stationary dribble. Now he'll dribble right. They're working inside. Grady Carpenter. Inside out play. Short off the mark. 3-point shot. We go. Rebound. Tipton. Right at the rebound. Putback. Peyton Aller. 44 seconds left. 39-23. Squires by 16. We're going to in the front court. Benton, left elbow. Outside the arc. 3-point shot, rims off, would go. Rebound, Toll. That was Quinn Toll on the board. He'll outlet, left side. Sam Quigley. What's a bounce pass? Grady Carpenter. He'll spin move, go to the baseline. He'll dish it down low. Down low, shot just off the rim. That was Peyton Aller back the other direction. In the front court, Ethan Hendricks. Out top with the basketball. Stationary is number 5, Ethan Hendricks. He'll work it left side with the basketball. He'll go right side behind the arc. 33, Talon Torpy. Back out, 3-point shot. Hendricks rims off right side at the buzzer. And that'll complete the third quarter. At the end of 3. Squires 39, Blue Devils 23. And I will mention this contest is also in part being brought to you by Camino and Company in downtown Noblesville. Camino and Company is a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, small business partners, and the CNC founders. Their mascot is a 1984 El Camino, which belongs to Carly's pappy. Her pappy, and we'll mention that El Camino is an SS. Their goal at Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concepts to the CNC completion. You can explore their website at camino-and-company.com. That's Camino and Company. And they're right there in downtown Noblesville. They are now booking 2025 rides. So there's the buzzer. We'll step out on the floor. Blue Devils out on the surface. And Manchester Squires out on the surface too. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes. 8 minutes on the game clock. Going to be brought in side court by Sam Quigley. Also, a possession arrow belongs to Tipton. Quigley brings it in slightly backward across the timeline. There is Aller. Peyton Aller with the left side to go to the corner. Baseline, 3-point shot. Grady Carpenter. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound. Controlled by Manchester. Caleb Klein. to the front court with the basketball. Double team. Carpenter and Quigley had him double teamed in the corner and passes out of it. Out top, touches hands briefly of Klein. Back pedal dribble. That's number 5, Ethan Hendricks. Hendricks with the basketball. Pick it up outside the circle. Or outside the top of the circle in the three-point area. Out top now near the center circle. That's 3, Aaron Reed. They're working down low off the glass. 2-point bucket. Shot made by 33, Talon Torpy. Blue Devils going to bring it to the front court. Slow dribble, Sam Quigley. 7-10 on the game clock. 41-23. Squires in front. Bring it back around, picks up the dribble, works the right side to Quinn Toll, who pick up the dribble, bounce it back to Grady Carpenter. Cross court, skip pass, Grayson McFalls. Outside and dribble in. Dish it down low. 2-point bucket. Grayson McFalls. Credit the assist to Sam Quigley. 41-25 in the front court. Crossing the timeline. To the corner. Double team there. That was Toll and Quigley. Ball's loose. Finally picked up on the surface. Going to get rid of it. It's Toll. He knew well enough. He wasn't going to stand up. He was in a kneel position within the front court. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to dribble in. They're going to call blocking foul. Carpenter trying to cross the lane right there. Blocking foul is the call. And a substitution back in the game for the Blue Devils. His original starter. He's senior. That's Landon Spidell. Taking a breather. It's Quinn Toll. Left of the bucket on the baseline. Going to be brought in by Quigley. Quigley going to toss it in. Grady Carpenter into paint. Spin move off the paint. Rimmed out. Wouldn't go. Heavily contested there by Benton. Gavin Benton. And he'll bring it to the timeline after the rebound. 6:15 on the game clock. Out top, working at the left side. It's Klein. They'll work it down low. They'll go baseline. Cutting off the baseline. Landon Spidell and Benton gets the ball baseline, and he flushes one at the baseline. 2-point bucket for Benton. It's 43-25 in the front court. With the basketball, Peyton Aller. They're working around the perimeter. Sam Quigley. They're working in the paint. Landon Spidell goes up for the shot. Blocked shot by Benton. Gavin Benton. Back the other direction at the other end. Grady Carpenter blocks the shot in the paint of number 5, Ethan Hendricks. 5:38 left here in the fourth quarter. 43-25. Squires by 18. Going to be brought in, left the bucket on the baseline. They'll bring it into Hendricks. They'll bounce it into Benton. Being guarded there by Grayson McFalls. Grayson McFalls going to intimidate the shot. Rebound out of there. Picked up by McFalls on the rebound. To the front court with the basketball. Peyton Aller. Back to Quigley. Back to Aller. They're working right side, left side. It's Quigley. He'll dribble in. Left right elbow. And he's trying to pass out of it. Going to go out of bounds. And that's going to belong to the Squires. 5:15 left here in the fourth quarter. 43-35. Hendricks going to try to bring it to the timeline. Blue Devils going to cut him off with 3 guys. He'll pass over, and they'll get the ball back. Hendricks will get it back from Klein. Out top, double team. They'll work it down low, and they'll try to pass to Benton, converging, knocking it out of bounds, was Quigley. The ball's going to be in the front court. Squires, right in the bucket on the baseline, going to be brought in by Torpy. He brings it into Benton. Hendricks out top. They go try an alley-oop play to Benton. He'll dish off in the paint. He might have got away with one there. Maybe some steps outside the arc. 3-point shot, good. Left of center, right of the bucket, 5, Ethan Hendricks. Crossing the timeline with the basketball, Grady Carpenter. 46-25. Carpenter hits a 3. Left elbow extended, couple of steps behind the arc. Carpenter for 3. 46-28. Front court. Klein going to dish it down low. They're working through the corner. 3-point shot, long off the mark. Shot taken by 33, Talon Torpy. Back the other direction, Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter going to absorb a foul and try to set up for the charging foul. And Carpenter is going to absorb the foul. They're going to bring the ball in. I think they're call it a shooting foul. They're going to call that a shooting. Nope, they're not. We'll double check here. They're going to bring it in. Not sure. We'll see when we get back. It'll be a timeout called. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Now 4:21 left here in the fourth quarter. And so we'll also mention tonight's ball game is made possible by internet radio coverage. This internet radio coverage is made possible by audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO. That's Rob Kendall. Rob Kendall providing internet radio access for PutMeInSports.com since 2008. We do appreciate that. We'll also mention Indiana Pacers, Indiana Fever, providing sponsorship for the postseason. Gainbridge Fieldhouse, what a special place to be able to play. And if you've ever played there, I guess, I wouldn't know. So 4:21 on the game clock. 46-28. And it's going to be brought in from the backcourt. They're going to call that a common foul. And they're going to give the ball to Tipton. It can be brought in right the bucket on the baseline. It will be brought in by Peyton Aller. Aller looking to toss it in. They'll get it in the corner. Sam Quigley. And work it back out. Grady Carpenter back to Quigley. Quigley makes a good catch on a pass. Back out top. And a shot long off the mark. Wouldn't go. Shot taken by Grady Carpenter. Grayson McFalls comes up with the board. Pass it back out. And get it back to Grady. He tries to find Landon Spidell down low. Ball goes tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Squires. So shoot tie there, 33. Big ball's going to be brought in, right the bucket on the baseline. Be brought in, Grady Carpenter, outside the arc. 3-point shot, good. Left elbow extended. Same spot there. We'll mention it's 46-31. 3:55 on the game clock. To the front court, Benton nearly intercepted by Landon Spidell. Back to Benton. He'll go off the glass. He'll get the bucket. Left-handed off the glass. And it's two-point shot for Benton, left side of the glass. 3:47 left here in the fourth quarter. 48-31. Yeah, give a hand clap for young man. Walk off the surface there. That's the 3 Aaron Reed. 3:47 left. They'll check on him, the bench area. And then in the ball game for him is number 2, Wyatt Prater. We're in the back to the front court. On the dribble out top, Peyton Aller. But we're through the corner. Grady Carpenter's pass to the corner. Sam Quigley, the ball goes tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Squires. Will be brought in left of the bucket on the baseline. Will be brought in by Grady Carpenter. Carpenter can bounce it in the paint. Peyton Aller went up with a shot. Block shot once again. Benton, that's Gavin Benton. Go back the other direction. On the dribble out top. That was Prater. Brings it back out. Hendricks now to Benton. Right corner, right side. Double team picked up there. That was Landon Spidell and Sam Quigley out top. We're working back in free throw line in the paint. Going to work down low. Benton going to go left-handed off the glass. 2-point bucket. Gavin Benton, 50-31 in the front court. Grady Carpenter out top, contested. Long 3-point shot, rims out, just long. Rebound out of there, Hendricks to the front court. 2:52, ball's going to be kicked to the backcourt. Peyton Aller again with those quick reflexes. So they're going to back in the ball game for the Blue Devils. Going to be number 4, Quinn Smith. Taking a breather is Peyton Aller. 2:52 left here in the fourth quarter. 50-31. Squires in front. They pass the ball slightly to the backcourt. In the front court now is Prater. They'll work it down low. Bounce pass across the lane, intercepted by Quigley. They get it to the lane, and they get a dribble back for himself to go to the front court. We're now top. Sam Quigley. Right elbow extended. 3-point shot good for Quigley. 50-34. 16-point advantage. Working in the front court. Pass it to the front court on the dribble. Torpy. Over to the left side. Prater. They go to the baseline. That was Gavin Benton. He gives it back to Prater. Back out top in the center circle. We're going to back around elbow, right side. They'll pass it down low. Loft pass off the glass. Right at the bucket. Number 11, Gavin Prater. We thought he might have been fouled, and he got the 2, and they're going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 2:12 left here in the fourth quarter. 52-34. Squires in front. Yeah, they're playing some rock and roll here. Today's ball game is in part being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. Looking for a financial partner that's as community-minded as you are? Welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution at Encompass Credit Union. They believe in putting their members first. You can join them and become a financial cooperative that truly cares. With branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo, where community comes full circle. Visit them at encompasscu.org or at any of their convenient locations. Encompass Credit Union. Ball brought in, backcourt. Blue Devils going to bring it to the timeline. Peyton Aller. Aller going to take a pass from left side. Going to get it back to Grady Carpenter. Carpenter just outside the paint, off the glass. 2-point bucket good for Carpenter. Going to be full court pressure in the backcourt. And it was going to be Peyton Aller and Grady Carpenter. Double team there in the backcourt on Prater. We're going to whistle this foul on Carpenter. He has 3. That's 1 foul here in the fourth quarter for the Blue Devils. Just 2 thus far for the Squires. Going to toss it in backcourt. Full court, going to work to the front court. Peyton Aller nearly got the steal. Nearly comes up with the steal, though. We're going to whistle a foul on Aller. And he's gonna pick up his first foul here in the ball game. So 52-36. Gonna be brought in side court, in the front court, just left of the scorer's bench. Gonna be brought in by Gavin Benton, the Squires. He'll toss it slightly. Love pass, backcourt. Hendricks gonna toss it to the right corner baseline. We're going to ball around. Torpy working outside the arc. 3-point shot would have been 2. Straddling the line. That shot taken by Prater. Back to the front court. Rebound. Landon Spidell. Front court with the basketball is Quigley. Out top. Shot around. Shot wouldn't go there. Peyton Aller going up to the board there was Grayson McFalls. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gavin Benton of the Squires. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. 52-36. It's going to be brought in by Quigley. They're working in the paint. Working down low. Shot off the glass. Going to be a blocked shot. Landon Spidell couldn't get his first shot. Went back up off the rebound. Couldn't get the second shot. Right there in the lane with him was Gavin Benton. We're going to back to the front court. Crossing the timeline. We're going to left side. Inside the arc, Gavin Benton going to absorb a foul. Now, they're going to whistle a foul here. And Quigley was wanting to make amends there. I think anyway, they're gonna whistle a foul. It's gonna be whistled on Quigley. He picks up number 4. Gonna be brought in, left of the bucket, be tossed to the backcourt. On the dribble is Ethan Hendricks. Gonna work it right side on the dribble. That's number 2, Wyatt Prater. He'll bounce it back in, Gavin Benton. And they'll work it back out, Talon Torpin, and he'll absorb a foul as Peyton Aller gives up one of his fouls here in the ballgame. He now has 2. 1:01 left. 52-36. Crossing the timeline. Going to be a steal. Tipped away, nearly a steal by Sam Quigley. And Grady Carpenter will help Quigley back up off the floor. A couple of seniors right there. And Landon Spidell going to be brought in from side court. Opposite court going to be brought in by Prater. He'll toss it in to Torpy and he get the ball back to Hendricks. Hendricks crossing the timeline. Left side, he'll pick up the basketball. 47 seconds left and a timeout is called. Double team right there on Hendricks. In the double team was Quigley and Carpenter. And now there's going to be a timeout on the floor. 46.7. Going to be a full 60-second timeout on the floor. And again, we do thank you for tuning in. And I will also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling at 765-292-2315 or visit them on their website at rutledgewelldrilling.com. They're just west of Atlanta. Licensed, insured, honest, dependable, and always professional. Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge. And right there is Rutledge Well Drilling. Will be brought in by the Squires in front of the scores bench, just in the front court. Guarding inbound is Peyton Aller. They'll pass the backcourt. Hendricks picked up there by Grady Carpenter. They'll go behind the back dribble. They'll tip it up ahead to Benton. They'll work it back around. Prater back to Hendricks out top of the circle. They're working left side to Torpy. And it's going to be a reach-in foul. Going to give a foul away right there. Reach-in foul. Grady Carpenter. So Grady Carpenter going to pick up his fifth foul, and he's going to exit the ball game. He's going to exit the ball game, and first time this season. And we're going to see he gets out of the ball game. He leaves the ball game. His coach Cliff Hawkins stops the clock. Get some new guys in there, and Grady Carpenter getting some bro hand. Nice handshakes and bro hugs going on right there with the guys there going out of the ball game. They're going to bring a new set of guys in, and they're working it from there. And at the free throw line for Manchester, going to be number 33, Talon Torpy. First shot's good. In the ball game for the Blue Devils is number 11, Owen Spidell. Number 40, Jace Clark. Number 20, Jaron Aller. Number 32, Isaac Cumbrickhouse. And number 33 is Zach Ridgway. Second shot good. 54-36. 32 seconds left. Outside the arc, three-point shot wouldn't go. As Isaac Cumbrickhouse just left of center. Rebound by Benton. He'll get it to point guard Hendricks. 20 seconds left. Out behind the arc, well out top. Down the center court line, we're in the basketball. Guarding Hendricks is Owen Spidell. Hendricks on the dribble. Spidell right in front of him. 7 seconds left. He'll pick up the basketball deep in the front court, and they'll relax just a bit. And we'll mention 32 minutes, regional ball game. Blue Devils, what a season. 19 wins, 19-7. Blue Devils coach Hendricks has let me know that a 20-win season is special. This is pretty close to special. We'll mention the final score here today. Manchester Squires, 54. Tipton Blue Devils, 36. And we'll hang around. If you'll keep the phone line available, we'll see if we can talk to Coach Cliff Hawkins. That they're going to present the Blue Devils with the basketball, I do believe. We're going to set this down, but we'll be back.